This video is for basic facial. So we're gonna pretend like we just got to work and we have to do everything to get ready for basic facial for our first client. So we're gonna wash our hands. We wet our hands underneath the sink. We find a coin size of the liquid hand soap. We wash our hands down to the wrist. We wash the back of our hands down to the wrist. We wash our fingers. We wash the backs of our fingers. We wash our fingertips and our nails, between the fingers and the thumbs. We wash our thumbs. We wash our wrists, and we do all of our washing for 20 to 30 seconds thoroughly and underneath the sink, and proper rinse. Once everything is rinsed, we get some disposable paper towels. We turn the water off with the disposable paper towels, dry everything off, and then toss it into the trash. And then we find our hand sanitizer, 70% ethyl alcohol, and we completely finish that up with our hand sanitizer. And then we need to prepare everything we possibly can before our client arrives. So we're gonna head to our room to set it up, and we will disinfect our workstation, bed, and equipment using a disinfectant wipe following the manufacturer's instructions. We're going to check all of our equipment to assure that the devices are in safe working order and plugged into a working receptacle. We're going to gather clean supplies needed for the facial service. We're going to store in a clean, closed container. We're going to turn on the hot cabbie and stock with at least 3 clean wet towels. We can use more, potentially, depending on the service and the client's needs. We want to fill clean steamer glass with distilled water and preheat the steamer. We're going to dispense products needed for the service according to the skin type and client's needs as follows. We will prepare disposable portion cup or tray for each product with a portion of the product by opening the top of the container and ensuring the tip of the nozzle does not come into contact with the disposable portion cup tray. Or you can remove the product with a disinfected or clean single-use spatula, close the lid to the product, and set the portion cup tray on the tray. You'll drape your facial bed using 1 fitted sheet, 1 flat sheet, and 3 towels. Place the clean laundered sheets down on the disinfected facial bed, placing a towel horizontally at the head of the bed. You'll lay a hairnet and a headband on top of the first towel, along with a rolled towel to support the head and neck of the client. Save the 3rd towel to lay across the client's décolleté. So, let's review what we have on our tray prepared for our basic facial. We have our cotton rounds. And then we have all of our products. We've got our 4 squares. We have water, toner, astringent for the extraction part. We have cleanser, exfoliant, massage product, mask, eye cream, moisturizer. We have our fan brush for our mask application. We have our disposable applicators that we're going to be taking things out with and tossing. And then we have those wooden tipped Q-tips for extraction. We have disposable gloves. I also have paper towels there. So we're set up for our products that we need for our facial. And what we're going to do now is we're going to go greet our client, and just keeping in mind that whenever we go greet our client, we do that with clean hands. I will be washing my hands again before I start the actual service, but I just want to reiterate that I have clean hands when I meet with my clients. So I will greet my client and escort them to the work area. I'll determine the client's preferences. I'll assess the client's needs, and I'll assess the client's skin by performing a visual skin analysis to ensure that there is no inflamed, infected, broken, raised, or swollen skin in the area to be worked on, or an open wound or sore in the area to be worked on, infection or infestation like lice, to prevent from safely performing the service. I'll assess the client's consultation form for any medications and products used within the last 72 hours, and I'll consult on any known allergies. I'll consult with the client on any facial surgeries within the last 3 months, and if the client's under a physician's care. I'll assess if the client is prone to cold sores or fever blisters. I'll assess if the client has used exfoliating or lightening agents within the last 72 hours, like alpha hydroxy acids, beta hydroxy acids, hydroquinone, etc. I'll assess facial injections within the last 3 weeks, like Botox or hyaluronic fillers. If the client is free from any of those contraindications, we can move forward with the process. So what we will do right now is we're going to get her cozy, and then we're going to wash our hands. So that's critical before we even think about moving forward. So we've made the bed. We've got our towel horizontal. So we're gonna give her some privacy. She changed into her drape. And then what we're gonna do now is get her comfortable on the bed. So we've got our rolled towel that we're gonna place underneath her neck. We've got her headband right here that we're gonna keep her hair out of her way for us while we're doing the facial. And then we have another towel here that we're gonna drape over her décolleté. Of course, she's under a nice warm blanket. She's comfortable. Just wanna make sure we've got all of our things that she needs to have a beautiful facial. And then we're gonna wash our hands. So we wet our hands under the sink, and we get that coin size of liquid hand soap, and we wash them down to the wrist. We wash the back of the hands down to the wrist. We wash our fingers. We wash the backs of our fingers. We wash our fingertips and our thumbs. We wash between our fingers. We wash between our fingers and our thumbs. We wash those thumbs. We wash our wrists. And we do all of that for a minimum of 20 to 30 seconds. Once we're washed, we're gonna rinse thoroughly and properly under that water, so get it all nice and clean. And then we'll find either a clean towel or some disposable paper towels, grab them and turn the water off. When the water's off, dry your hands, then toss those paper towels, and then you can find your hand sanitizer, 70% ethyl alcohol, and that will complete your hand wash before you start your facial. So what we need to do first for our lovely Lady Sue is we need to take her makeup off. So we're gonna go on in here, and we're gonna get 2 cotton rounds with some makeup remover, and we're gonna place them on her eyes. And then we're gonna get another one to take her lipstick off. My client really loves makeup, so she's got a lot on. So I'm just taking the time to get it off. And what we're gonna do first is we're going to cleanse the skin. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do a first cleanse. So we've cleansed that face, and now we need to remove that cleanser. Just really taking our time here because we're getting ready to analyze the skin. So I want to be able to see the skin. I don't want to have cleanser all over it. So I'm just taking the time to get it off. Okay. So now we're going to bring over our magnifying lamp or Woods lamp, whatever you have, and you're going to need to turn it on. So it's important to protect your client's eyes during this part. So let's just grab 2 cotton rounds and cover her eyes up so that we don't turn this bright light on her and she's freaking out. So we've brought our magnifying lamp light over, and I'm looking through it to analyze her skin. So what I'm basically looking for, few things that we talked about. She wanted me to see she's been feeling really dry, so she thinks she's dehydrated, so she wanted me to look for dryness, maybe some flakiness. She also wanted me to see if like she's feeling that she's looking kind of tired or older. So we're looking for like fine lines. I'm going to look for hyperpigmentation. I'm going to look for excess sebum anywhere, even though she said she was dry. I'm going to look for any kind of like abrasions or broken skin, all the stuff. I'm going to take the time here to look at her face and neck and décolleté if that was a suggestion, and just really see. I'm also going to look for maybe anything that needs to be extracted. This is where I'm going to take the time to really feel the texture and see what's, touch and feel it while I can really see the detail. And it will help me not only performing this service, but it'll help me in recommendations for more services, and also potentially products that can support her at home based on what we're doing here today. So really feel good and confident about what I could talk to her about. I think her skin looks pretty good, but there are things that we can do. So I'll turn the light off, and then the magnifying lamp I will put away. So at this point I can take off the cotton rounds, and you would discard them, and then you can move forward with number 2 cleanse and number 3 cleanse. So you're going to actually cleanse 3 times. So I'm going in now with cleanse number 2. Remember what I said, my client likes to wear a lot of makeup, so it's good to do a good bit of cleansing as well. It's just going to get everything off, make her feel great. She's here to get her skin rejuvenated and she's getting pampered. So that's what we're taking the time to do here to get this skin gorgeous. And we're gonna remove cleanse number 2. And we need to do our cleanse number 3. Headband falling off here after cleanse 3. I will try to fix it, try my best to fix it. And time to remove cleanse 3. All right, I'm going to try to fix her headband real quick. We'll just try to tape it on somewhat. I don't know if that will happen, but we're gonna try. And after we do our 3 cleanses, the next step is toner. So I'm gonna get cotton rounds and I'm going to use a spray toner. So we are going to spritz it, making sure that it does not touch the cotton pad. And we're gonna tone. Nice little toner, gentle, gentle. Skin already looks a million times better. Oh, there goes the headband. Oh, goodness gracious me, oh my. Does not want to stay on. All right, maybe if I do it the other way, just for sake of looks. That there's something on there anyway. How about that? And then after you've cleansed and toned, this is when you're going to get the exfoliation process done. So we will be using equipment during this, but let's go ahead and start with our exfoliator. So we're going to get a small amount of exfoliator, like a pea size, and we're going to put it, spread it on, and then I'm going to massage it in. And of course, you know, you're following manufacturer's directions here, but I'm going to, for video's sake, we're going to massage this product in for 1 to 2 minutes. Our exfoliating product. We're just going to give it a good massaging in. So massagey, massagey, massagey. Okay. So we've massaged in our exfoliator nicely, and then what we're going to do, of course, we've avoided the eyes, nose, and mouth. We are going to retrieve the steamer and turn our steamer to on. We will position the steamer next to the facial bed, but we'll make sure that it is facing away from the client as the water heats up and emits an even outflow of a mist. Once the steamer is emitting a mist, we're going to position the steamer 16 inches over the client's face and aimed at the client's chin for even distribution on the face, allowing the unit to function for 3 to 5 minutes. So it's going to be positioned this way, and we're going to let that steamer work for 3 to 5 minutes, just taking care of all that yummy deliciousness. Now, because we're doing a video, we're not really going to sit here for 3 to 5 minutes letting that steamer work. However, just so you know, that would actually happen in the basic facial. So once the 3 to 5 minutes has passed, you'll remove the steamer from the client's face. So we're obviously turning it away from the client. And then you can return it to its previous location for disinfection. And then we're gonna take the exfoliant off. And we're gonna use a hot towel from the cabbie. So I don't have a cabbie here, but we're gonna pretend like I do. So I'm gonna grab a hot towel from my cabbie, and it's hot. Ooh, it is hot. So we're always going to check it on our wrist first to make sure that we feel comfortable with the temp. Once we do, we'll check it on her collarbone. She thinks it feels great. So let's get our towel nice and ready, and then we're going to come in and apply that towel to the client's face. Now note that I'm going to keep her nose out, but everything else is going to get a cover up. And this feels awesome. That nice steamy steam, softening the skin, opening everything up, because after you exfoliate, you have to extract. So this is just prepping the skin for easy extractions, really allowing you to do that part gently. And that's super nice. And just pressing it in, making it feel really, really good. My client loves this steam towel part. Of course, you only have about 30 or 40 seconds and then it starts to get cold. So once I feel that temperature change, I'm going to start now to gradually remove the exfoliator. And there goes my headband once again. Darn headband does not want to stay on. I'm going to have to figure out a new plan for my girl for the next video, because this one is not working. At all. Just not working. And then there you go. So let me try to put this back on for her. So for the extraction step, we've got to do a couple of things here. Just close this. It's scared that the video is going to get blocked with music playing in the background that loud. Just closing this door so that sound doesn't keep coming through. With extraction, you need to put your gloves on. So this is where you're going to apply your gloves if you don't already have them on. So we're going to apply some glovies. And you can actually do extraction in two different ways. You can use your cotton rounds dipped in astringent, or you can use wooden stick Q-tips. I'm going to use wooden stick Q-tips. The things that you have to keep in mind for wooden stick Q-tips is that you use a set for each extraction. So you dip it into your astringent, you extract, and then you throw it away. So for video, I'm going to do that every single time. I'm going to actually throw away, pick it back up, get the new. So just so you know, that's what you're going to be doing. So I'm soaking in astringent, coming into my client, and I'm finding where we need to do the extractions, and I'm applying that light pressure. Take it away, get a new pair. Coming in, extract. Throw it away, get a new pair. Throw it away, get a new set. Throw it away, get a new set. Last one here. And extraction is something that you do not want to do more than 5 to 7 minutes, because it would be super, super, super uncomfortable for the client, poor thing. she would be miserable. And then you can take your gloves off. Because it's painful, it can be painful. So just have a target and a focus and know your timeline. And so you're going to throw away your gloves, and then you're going to tone. Once again, I'm going to spray my cotton rounds, excuse me, with toner, and I am going to make sure that my spray bottle does not touch my cotton rounds. And then we will be able to tone after the extractions. Perfect. So what we're going to do now is what she's been waiting for the whole time, which is her massage. So the thing that you want to keep in mind with massage is that you want to make sure that you take out enough massage product when you are going to start your massage, because you do not want to have to go digging back into your product. So when you get your massage product out, make sure that you get enough that you'll have enough for your entire massage, because it's awkward to have to go back to and leave your client and have to go back. And what I'm doing now is I'm just spreading out my massage product everywhere, so it will be all over the client as we're working, and I won't have to worry about having it everywhere because it's already spread out everywhere. And now you have to remove the massage product. And so we are going to now be applying a mask on our client. Let me fix her headband if possible. And we're going to apply that with a fan brush. You always want to avoid the eyes, nose, and mouth, just like with the exfoliator. So just be careful of that. It looks really nice. Her skin looks amazing. Goodness. Wow, she's going to be just like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. And let's talk about our mask actually real quick. So you would always follow the instructions, but you're going to allow the mask to sit on the face for 5 to 10 minutes depending on what you're doing. So obviously for the video portion, we're not going to sit here for 5 to 10 minutes, but you need to keep that in mind. For your actual facial, of course, you are going to leave that mask on to do its work. So what we have to do at this point, of course, is remove that facial mask, which she loves. So gorgeous. All right, so we've removed the mask and now we need to tone. We're almost finished with the facial. So once again, we're gonna get our cotton rounds and we are going to spray them without touching toner to cotton round. Little hair, calm back, little headband, stop falling off, little headband. It just wants to keep falling off. I don't know why, but it does. It's because she doesn't have any hair. Beautiful. And so now it's time to apply the appropriate skincare to our client before they go home. It is a daytime, so we are going to make sure that we are giving her a product that has SPF in it. I mean, holla, can't live without that. So we're going to do some eye cream first. Teensy bit of eye cream, you don't need a lot. You're going to be applying the eye cream to both ring fingers. You're going to apply it to the brow bone and the zygomatic arch, and you can just use little light tapping motions to do that. Real gentle. And then we're going to choose a hydrating moisturizer for her because she's on the drier side with sunscreen. And we're going to be applying that to the body also, like so neck, décolleté, face, anywhere she might be exposed to the sun. And her hair's back, so I would even maybe suggest the ears if she's going to wear her hair back for the rest of the day. Once again, when you're doing your finish hair, where you do your maintenance and aftercare, etc., you're going to talk about the importance of that. And one of the products that you're going to recommend, no question, is this hydrating moisturizer with SPF. And of course, it's high level of zinc oxide. It's the one we love more than anything in the world. So it's gentle, but it really does work. Number one cause of aging for sure. That's not a genetic cause or internal cause is sun exposure. So we want to make sure she understands that completely. So her facial is almost done. So you're going to give her privacy now. You'll take off her headband. You'll tell her that she has the opportunity now to get dressed and leave the drape. And you'll meet her and you're going to go over the next phase. So you're going to discuss maintenance and aftercare. And this is the part where you check her out. Maybe you get her booked for the next service. And sell her the products that you would recommend, as well as sending her home with that little aftercare kit. You want to make sure that her skin looks as awesome for a while. And of course, she's going to agree with you because she's never felt better. And then you are working on a time crunch because your next client's going to be here in about 15 minutes. You better get on it, doggone it. Get back to your room and discard your single-use items like all your little disposable cups, etc. You will place implements used in a closed container labeled to be disinfected. The cape, the sheets, the linens, the towels that you used, you're going to put them away in a closed container until it's time for laundry. Then you need to you need to clean and disinfect your work area. So identify a proper cleaning agent, read the manufacturer's directions, and follow the manufacturer's directions for mixing and usage. Wipe down your workstation and area with cleaning solution to remove debris. You'll identify disinfectant that is bactericidal, virucidal, and fungicidal, EPA approved for use in a salon setting. You will follow manufacturer's directions for mixing and or using appropriate aerosol disinfectant. You'll disinfect electrical equipment. You'll store it in a clean area separate from other implements. And of course, because you used a disinfectant, you would have had gloves on again. So toss those disposable gloves, and then you're going to wash your hands. So get to that sink and wet your hands in the water. Find the liquid hand soap, pump out about a coin size, and wash your hands together down to your wrist. You're going to wash the back of your hands down to your wrist. You're going to wash your fingers, and you're going to wash the backs of your fingers, of course. Fingertips and nails. You're going to wash between your fingers. You're going to wash between your fingers and your thumbs. You're going to wash your thumbs. You're going to wash your wrists. All of that for a minimum of 20 to 30 seconds before you properly rinse underneath that running water. And then you'll either get a clean towel or disposable paper towels. Grab that. Turn the water off with the towel or the disposable paper towels. Completely dry your hands, and you're either going to toss the paper towels or put that towel with the other dirty laundry with the closed container to be laundered. And you're going to find your hand sanitizer that is 70% ethyl alcohol, and you are going to sanitize your hands before you even start setting up for your next client, which is another facial coming in. So you got to go for it and get it all ready. And this concludes then the video for basic facial.